What's up, everyone? Eric here with Classic Wax. Today I've got another box rip of these 1987 Topps football cards. Opened a box, or I should say about 3/4 of a box of these some time ago and made a video, and got quite a few views, so figured I would open another one of these since we just finished up the Super Bowl. But before I do that, if you've never don't know who we are, you're just kind of stumbling upon us. This is these boxes you see right here. This is Classic Wax Sports Cards. This is what I've been doing for a couple years now. We sell these authentic wax wrappers. This is real wax. There are protector cards that look something like this here. These go on top and bottom, so there's no wax stains or anything. And it's a repackaged sports card product where we put all kinds of awesome stuff. There's anything and everything you can imagine. This is what the baseball glossy packs look like. And I've got a stack here of some of the football cards. This will give you an idea since we're opening up a box of football. Here is here's a bunch of stuff that I'll be putting into boxes that I'm about to make. You got a couple Art Monk rookie cards here. We've got a Mike Singletary rookie card, Steve Young rookie card, Bruce Smith rookie card. Here is a really awesome Joe Namath. I believe that's 71. Get a few Terry Bradshaws here. This is his rookie year pro action. I got a couple Dick Butkuses. Earl Campbell rookie card. Steve Largent. That's his second year. There's a Theismann rookie. A couple Joe Namaths. Franco Harris, I believe that's his second year card. Jim Plunkett rookie, we've put a handful of those in there already. That's the first John Stallworth rookie that I'm going to be throwing in there. And OJ is always popular. A couple OJs here. And these cards are in really good shape. If you're noticing, like, there's not any like real creasing or anything. Everything looks really good and clean. Lawrence Taylor in action from his rookie year. And then, of course, you're always going to get stuff like this. You're always going to find, and these are awesome here. You got a Curtis Martin numbered autograph rookie and a couple Steve McNairs of the same kind. And then I'll always throw in there a lot of like 90s inserts. These really cool looking, cards like this that, these cards go for $5, a card like this, if you buy it raw on eBay, maybe even more. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that before we get ripping of this box here. But here we go. We'll go ahead and start ripping away. This is a awesome year, I think. I mean, 86 Topps boxes are really expensive. They cost, well over $1,000, a couple $1,000 actually. And, this is the year after. It doesn't quite have the big, huge rookie cards, but it still has some cool stuff. You're looking for Jim Kelly rookie, Randall Cunningham rookie, get Jerry Rice second year. Got the gum there. This box seems to be in really good shape. No damage whatsoever to this box. It had that black mark on it, but that, as I talked about before, that's like a factory. These wrappers are nice too from this year. I kind of like them. All right, let's see what we got here. 1987 was a strike year. I went over that in the last video. I won't talk about that stuff here in this video. But let's go. A couple of Broncos to start. Got Marty Lyons. There's an Altoon. I will set Altoon there. I kind of like Altoon. William Perry. That's his second year. The Fridge. Gary James. Mark Duker, record breaker. Rick Carlos. Ken Hill. Napoleon McCallum. Charlie Joyner, record breaker. Drew Hill. Bill Kenny, Bill Fralick, Eric Martin. Nothing really anything of pretty weak pack to start, but it should only start going up from there. All right, this piece of gum is a little bit stuck there. I'm not a fan of the gum. If you've seen some of the videos I've opened, if you've watched some of the other videos, I think the gum was just, the worst. I know some people love the gum. Rick Bryan, I'm all about the cards. Dave Durson, Jesse Baker, Bill Kenny, Hugh Green, James Brooks, Danny White, Matt Suey, Dennis Gentry. Here's a cool Mike Singletary. Notice how there was the collation. There was like 3 bears in a row right there. Gerald Riggs, Mark Duper, Jack Trudeau, Jeff Chadwick. So what's your favorite year of cards, football cards, I should say, from the 1980s? What set did you prefer? I mean, most people will probably say 81 with the Montana rookie year. But, where do these rank for you? Oh, there we go. There's a Walter Payton we're going to have in this pack. Cody Reason, Rick Bryan, Sean Jones. These cards are in really great shape. I mean, they're nice and crispy, clean. There's not a lot of sometimes there's those little flakes. These don't have any of that so far. Jesse Baker, Jim Jeffcoat, Bill Kenny. That's the second one of him. There you have your last Walter Payton card, because he didn't, or actually he has a card in 88. It's the record breaker card. This was his last season, 87. Go ahead and put that up there for now, even though we're going to replace it at some point. Joe Cribbs, William Andrews, second Gary James, Mickey Schuler, Moses DeTupo, Rick Fellows, Rob Riddick, and there's Tony Dorsett. How do people feel about these type of cards? Do you like them? I mean, I guess it's just another card with Tony Dorsett in it, so it's not bad. Or would you rather see the football cards do the team picture? I always kind of like the team picture on the base, how they do that in baseball. Yeah, this gum is just disgusting. Hard as a rock. All right. Oh, we got a Jerry Rice. Nice. There we go. Jerry Rice 1,000-yard club. Let's go ahead and put that up there, since we haven't pulled anything better. Bill Frelick, Eric Martin, Henry Marshall, Mike Rozier. Oh, newly minted Hall of Famer Joe Klecko. Rick Carl. I guess now we can put Joe Klecko in the Hall of Fame pile. Nick Lowry, Kevin Butler, Phil Freeman, Mike Harden, Epps, Wilson, Gain, and our second Altoon. Now, I opened up a box of 88 Topps. You can find that on our channel. That was the one with the Bo Jackson rookie card. We got a couple Bo Jacksons out of there. It was actually a nice rip. We got quite a few of the key cards, which is always nice. So hopefully today we'll get a few of the same. Kembell, Blackledge, Schuler. We're seeing some repeats here early on. This is not too great. Another one of those Dorsett cards. It's pretty weak, to be honest with you. Altoon, Bob Golick, Lomax. There we go. There's a nice Warren Moon. Pretty well centered. Good looking card. Hanford Dixon, Todd Christensen, Mark Clayton, Pat Leahy, Bill Bates. All right. Yeah, I would say, to answer that question that I asked earlier about what's your favorite set from the 1980s football. The first set I ever was introduced to was the 86 set. Those were the first ones I ripped open as a kid and had a bunch of those and kind of mangled them. Oh, there we go. Mark Duper. And there's our Walter Payton. Put that right on top of the other Walter there. Jeff Stover. Now that's his last card. His last base card. Otis Wilson. Irv Eatman. Another Cody. Not the bill we're looking for. We're looking for Jim Kelly, Ray Childress, Reichenbach, Tony Hill, Willie Gault, and Ray Donaldson. I really like the 85 black border for some reason. Those are just, they're weird, but I kind of like weird, and I like those. I like the 86 with the green border. 88 don't love, 89 don't really love. This set I like a lot. We've got a couple good cards here on this one we could see already. And I guess, LOA rookie year, I don't love that design. I like the other one. I like 83 a little bit better. There is Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. So we're getting a few stars. The star pack's starting to... Oh, this is a good pack so far. Eric Dickerson. I always loved that card. I remember getting it as a kid and seeing that. The turtlenecks were in back then, 87. Jim Covert. Oh, here we go. Boomer Esiason. I like this pack. Boomer. More famous for his analyze. Man, this is chock full with Hall of Famers here. Anthony Munoz, another Hall of Famer. Walter Payton. That's the second one of those we've gotten. This is by far the best pack. Curtis Dickey, Duron Cherry, he was a very good player. Chuck Long, Rick Carlos, Ken Hill, Ken Jenkins, and a Bill Brooks super rookie. Yeah, the 80s had some cool designs for football cards. I like a lot of the sets of the, I think they're kind of underrated. 70s too. 70s done. Topps has always done a really great job back then with the designs, I think. They kind of like mirrored, a lot of them mirrored the baseball. This one always kind of reminded me of like 77 Topps baseball with kind of like the pennant look there. Ken Bell, Wilbur Marshall when he was with the Bears, Mickey Schuler, we've gotten a few of those already. Jim Breach. Good Lord, I think this is like our third Rob Riddick. Too bad it's not a Jim Kelly. That's what we're looking. That's the card we're looking for. Henry Marshall, Mike Rozier, another one of these Cody. Sean Jones, Bruce Clark, Jesse Baker, Jim Jeffcoat. So we've gotten our fair share of dud packs here, that's for sure, with absolutely nothing in them. Looks like we got a... It's going to have a gun stain on it, but... Whew, boy, this one is just... Oh, that was on there. A little bit of a gum stain there on that Donnie shell. Got another Altoon record breaker coming up. Oh. All right, Jim Covert. Got a Boomer. Wesley Walker. These collations are very similar in a lot of these packs. Keith Millard. That might be a Keith Millard rookie card. Probably not. Here is the Altoon record breaker, kind of stuck to the other. I like that Altoon record breaker. It's a cool... Altoon was a heck of a receiver. Oh, there we go. There's a nice Elway. What I do like about this particular box is these are mostly have been really well centered, I will say. We'll go ahead and put the Elway up there for now over top of that one. There's a nice Ronnie Lott interceptions leader with Duron Cherry, Otis Wilson, Walter Abercrombie, and Donnie Shell record breaker. Yeah, I mean, That Walter Payton's pretty, that's a little off center, that one. The rest of the ones have been pretty darn good. This gum is just, oof. All right, what do we have here? This record breaker is Drew Hill. Stephon Page. Oh, there we go. There's another rookie card that I forgot to mention. Actually, 2 of them in a row. So that is a Herschel Walker rookie card. Well centered, too. Like that a lot. I like that a lot. And this is a Doug Flutie rookie card. Little old Doug, 5'9", 176 pounds. Out of Boston College. Guy had a heck of a career. There's Walter Allen, Marcus Allen, Keith Bishop, Dennis Hara, Eddie Edwards, our first checklist, Gary Jeter, John Grimsley, and Dave Archer. So that was a nice pack because we got 2 good rookie cards out of that one. We're looking for Cunningham rookie. I'd like to get a Jim Kelly rookie. There's another YouTube video that's posted, I believe, of me opening up a 1987 Topps UK pack. They're mini versions of these that they made only in the UK. I opened up one pack and there was a Jim Kelly rookie in there, which I ended up putting into Classic Wax Sports Cards. So somebody that bought a box in the last couple months, probably about a month ago, got a Jim Kelly mini rookie, which is a really cool card. Daryl Talley, Lewis Lips, Lee Rusin, James Jones, Keith Millard, Dave Pizzulli, George Rogers, Drew Hill, Bill Kenny, Hugh Green, James Brooks, Henry Marshall. There we go. There's a Phil Simms for all you Giants fans. That was the year after they won the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl in '86. Gosh, there's like 10 of this guy already. And him too, Rick Bryan. So if you checked out some of my other videos, the craziest one was with that 81 Donruss baseball box. That was some sort of repack, reseal thing for sure. There was all kinds of weird stuff going on there. The gum wasn't even in the packs. So I'm still not sure what happened there, but that's a weird video. But other than that, this box feels totally untampered with. We've gotten some good cards so far. There's another really nice looking John Elway. And you can just tell when you're handling these, like the wax wrappers are, you know, they're in really good shape. There's nothing there that would make you suspicious that those are resealed. The gum's in the right place. They were really packed in tight in this box. Ronnie Lott. But when you're buying sealed wax from the past, when it's this old, I mean, this is going on, 35 years old at this point. Walter Abercrombie, Donnie Shell. Oh, there we go, another Doug Flutie rookie. Won't complain about that. Fred Smearless, Devon Mitchell, Ron Brown, another Bruce Smith. That's his second-year card, in case anyone's wondering. J.T. Smith, his rookie card I showed in that feature at the beginning of the video, 86. 86 was the rookie year of a lot of guys, another boomer. 86, you have, of course, Reggie White and Bruce Smith, probably the two premier defensive ends of that time. Their rookie cards were 86 tops, which is the year before this. The quarterbacks you had from that year were Steve Young. You had Boomer Esiason. I think Bernie Kosar was 85. I think he might be 86 as well. I'm not 100% sure on him. And then, of course, you have the Jerry Rice rookie card. This set, you're just looking at Jim Kelly and Cunningham. So you have a little bit like lesser tier of stars in this one. Albert Bentley, Herman Hunter, Brad Budd, Arthur Cox, Jim Gethers, Stanley Morgan, Mark Lee, Ross Browner, Todd Christensen, Mark Clayton, Pat Leahy, Bill Bates, Mo Carthon, Curtis Dickey. Definitely noticing like repeats of the collations. I mean, we're getting a lot of the same. We're seeing a lot of the same cards. That's what you get with these old boxes. Like you never ever really know. The quality control, even in '87, was still pretty suspect. Here we go, another Bruce Smith. That's like the fourth one, I think. Alan Rice. We got a Dickerson. That's a nice card. And like I said, they're really well centered. There's no corner dings. Everything. I mean, these are in great shape. I'm going to be happy to put these in our classic wax boxes. These will be nice cards for people to pull because these are all very crispy. They're well centered, right out of the pack. There's an Ernest Givens top super rookie. He was a good solid receiver. Another Herschel Walker. This is a good pack. Wow, this is that same pack we got before. Same collation. Herschel Walker, followed up by Doug Flutie. Followed up by Fred Schmierlis, Devon Mitchell, and Gerald McNeil. All right, we just need to find the other collations with the Jim Kelly and the Cunninghams in them, and we'll be good to go. If anybody was wondering, I always save the wrappers. I'm kind of a wax wrapper. If you couldn't have guessed, I made my own wax wrappers, but I love all the old wax wrappers, so I save all of them. And at some point, I'm going to work on a little project with all the old wrappers that I have. But even ones from these, I mean, these are cool enough looking that I'll keep these. Ruben Mays, Mike Wilcher, Carlos Carson. Always thought his name was funny. J.T. Smith, Hipple, Dave Dorson. We've seen these guys before. Baker. Don't think we saw Jeff Stover, Bob Baumauer, Otis Wilson, and Chargers. So we still haven't gotten the big. We still haven't got Marino, Montana, Rice. The second year Rice is probably might be the most valuable card from this set. We haven't gotten any of those. We got a bunch of these Walter Paytons. We got another one coming here. We can see that already. Joe Morris, he was a good player. Lewis Lips, James Lofton. There's our Walter Payton. Got another one of those. That's quite a few of those we've gotten. And there's a Jerry Rice, receiving leaders. Not the one we were looking for, the base card. Another Ernest Givens rookie. And another Herschel Walker. Boy, we got a lot of these already. We got, I think, 3 of these Herschel Walker rookie cards already. I'm a big Herschel Walker fan. He's got himself into politics and everything now, but he was a heck of a player, man. Good Lord. He was a specimen of a athlete and just fun to watch. He was good on all the teams he played for, really. And he was in the USFL. Dave Jennings, Larry Kinnebrew, Tim McGee. I like these cards. I don't know why. It's just those are cool to me, the Super Bowl ones. I like them a lot. Herman Hunter. Another back-to-back packs with the Jerry Rice leaders. Drew Hill. Tony Franklin. Nolan Cromwell. Ruben Mays. Wilcher. Carson. Phil Simms base with a little bit of ink stain up there. Phil Simms is not in the Hall of Fame, in case anybody was wondering. You hear his name a lot because he's been a broadcaster for years, and you know, he won a Super Bowl in '86 with the Giants, but he was a very good. He's probably in the Hall of Very Good, but he's not a Hall of Famer. Bob Golick, Lomax. There we go. Warren Moon. Always liked that card with his you know, the baby blue Oilers. It's a cool looking card. Dixon. We got here. Oh, there you go. Walter Payton on that card. Bobby Humphrey. Bill Pickle. Little Joe Morris. Duron Cherry. Chuck Long. Rick Carlos. Ken Hill. Bill Brooks rookie. Drew Hill. Gosh, we've gotten so many Drew Hill cards. All the little flakes from the gum all over the mat. All right, well, we're about halfway through this box. I'm going to go ahead and just, I think, if the video will last this long without dying, I'm going to go through the whole box. If not, we'll get through as much as we can. Ernest Givens. There you go. There's a nice Phil Simms. Gerald Riggs, Irv Eatman, another Doug Flutie rookie card. Man, a lot of those. Marcus Allen with quick feet. Here you go. There's another Walter Payton. That one's got a little bit of a ink stain. Some of them have these little ink marks like in the upper. This one's got it too over here. Otherwise, it's a fairly little miscut top to bottom. Walter Payton card though. His last base card. That card actually sells for a few bucks. I mean, I'm not sure what one of them goes for, $5, $10, but that's a pretty popular card of his because it's his last base card. Man, these are just, some of this gum is just unfortunately like, I'm sure you can hear that. Oh, we got a Lawrence Taylor coming up, it looks like. Jeff Davis, Mark Duper, Joe Jacoby, Nolan Cromwell, Keith Ferguson, Lawrence Taylor, arguably the greatest. That's got a little bit of a, it's got this little smuts. Arguably the greatest defensive player of all time. Probably the best one I've ever seen. A lot of people compare Micah Parsons to him nowadays. Micah Parsons is definitely in that mold. Same type of player. They're similar type players. Derek Thomas was another one. You know, those just insanely athletic, kind of large linebackers, edge guys. More of a linebacker, but sort of can play the edge as well. There hasn't been too many guys like that over the years. That's why I think people mention Micah Parsons when they talk about Lawrence Taylor. But Lawrence Taylor was much better, in my opinion. I mean, I really like Parsons, too. I think he's fantastic, but he has not yet gotten to that level. He may have the potential to. Oh, there we go. Here we go. And that is a nice-looking one, too. All right. Good-looking Jim Kelly. No ink marks. Nice-looking Jim Kelly. Well, that was the card we were looking for. And, of course, we're looking for others. We're looking for, you know, my man Randall Cunningham. Well, there's two Eric Dickerson cards in a row. I grew up an Eagles fan. Randall Cunningham was right in that time period. He was kind of what got me into football. And so I'm always excited to get a Randall Cunningham rookie. Even though it only sells for a few bucks. But that Jim Kelly is a great card. Now that's the card we pulled out of the 87 Topps UK pack that I opened. Was super pumped because those only have like a few cards in each pack, and we only had the one pack that I was opening, and it had that card in the pack. Man, that one. Well, there's our first paper loss on a because the gum was so stuck. Art Still totally screwed that card up. That's why the gum sucks. Like, there's nothing about the gum that's cool. It was gross back then too. Like, when I opened packs back in the day, like, I wouldn't have eaten the gum. I threw the gum right away. It was disgusting. Like, I even had enough instincts as a 7-year-old kid to know that, like, that hard ass gum is not good for you, and it probably doesn't even taste good. Richard Dent, Bob Golick. I'm sure some people will totally disagree with that because some people live for the gum, but not I. Doug Martin, Hanford Dixon, Jerry Gray. Come on, let's get a Cunningham, maybe a Dan Marino. Haven't gotten a Marcus Allen yet. Haven't gotten Montana or Rice. But we still got a handful of packs here to go, so seems like the gum's just getting, as the box goes on, the gum is getting more stuck and more stuck to some of these cards. Arthur Cox, Gethers, another Herschel Walker rookie card. Tons of these in this box, which is kind of cool. I would have rather there be a bunch of Jim Kellys, but I'll take Herschel. Kurt Warner, Zeke Mowat. I think he scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl that year against the Broncos, but don't hold me to that. I think he did, though. Willie Gault, Ray Donaldson, Chris Hinton, Ken O'Brien, Ralph Benershka, and Greg Bell. All right, we're going to try to hustle through these last ones so we can get this video under 40 minutes. Oh, we got a Mike Singletary on the back there. Johnny Hector, Leonard Thompson, Carl Hairston, Danny White, Steve McMichael, Eddie Lee Ivory. There is a cool looking Singletary. I like that card. Bill Brooks, 1,000-Yard Club. Doug Martin, Hanford Dixon, Jerry Gray, Bob Grable. Oh, cool. All right, so this is now we can kind of say this has been a good box because we got another nice-looking Jim Kelly. I'm going to set that aside. And we finish up with a Ronnie Lott. Was that the card that had gum on it? No. We haven't got one of those yet, so that's cool. So there we go, another Jim Kelly. Like that card. It's just so Jim Kelly, right? He's always got that smile on his face. He's such a happy-go-lucky guy. It's amazing that those Bills teams of the early 90s did not win a Super Bowl. Because when you... Oh, man, I hope this isn't a good... God. Well, there goes another card ruined. Tim Harris. Now, you would be so bummed if that was look at that. I think it's a Tim Harris rookie card, too. I could be wrong. All right, let's see here. Little Joe Morris, Ernest Jackson, Bavaro. Whoa! So, this is awesome. By the way, now we're getting all this pack. This has been a crazy box. This just goes to show you the collations back in the day and how just weird these boxes were collated together sometimes. Well, that's now our third Jim Kelly. I believe we've gotten 3 Doug Flutie and Herschel Walker rookie cards. There's another Ronnie Lott. Ray Childress, Rick Donnelly, Zeke Mowat, Willie Gault, Donaldson, Hinton. I always love that Jay Schroeder. This card, doesn't he look so miserable? He just looks like he's they either lost that game or he just got taken out. That's my guess. He looked like he was just ready to go hit the bottle. All right, well, now this has definitely been a good box because we got three Jim Kelly rookie cards out of here. So, gosh, this is just... All right, let's try to not mess up these other cards. So now we got a Darryl Green here that's going to be ruined because of the gum. Look at this. Wow. So, just trying to salvage that as much as I could, but paper loss on the back. And we hadn't gotten a Darryl Green yet either. I always loved Darryl Green. But it looks like we got another Flutie in this pack. All right, what do we got here? Gosh, these are all up. Bill Brooks, Sammy Winder, Charlie Brown. That's funny. Leroy Irvin, Eddie Brown, Jesse Baker. Oh, I thought that Niners card was a Jerry Rice. Otis Wilson, Irv Eatman, and another Flutie rookie. I think that's like 4 Flutie rookies. Maybe even 5. I kind of lost track. But, God, the gum is just... That one just snapped right off and hit me right in the chest. All right, up there's our guy Jay. Pissed off Jay Schroeder. Dennis Hara, Eddie Edwards. There's our first Ozzie Newsome. Ray Childress, Rick Donnelly, James Brooks, Albert Bentley, Herman Hunter, Golek, Lomax. It's our third one of those moons. Walter Payton on the Bears. That's not bad. All right. Definitely not going to get this video in under 40. Possibly 45 minutes. Let's see here. All right. Ernest Givens, Rick Donnelly, Tony Hill, Dave Brown, Ray Donaldson, Hinton, O'Brien, Chadwick, Tim Harris, Richard Dent. I'll put him aside. He's in the Hall of Fame, I believe. Bill Moss. Bill Moss might be a Hall of Famer, too. I'm not totally sure. Bavaro and Dan Hampton. Always liked Dan Hampton. He was a good player. Bears had a lot of really good players on those defenses back in the 80s. Mike Singletary was sort of their leader. Thankfully, all the cards that have been stuck to the gum haven't been anything serious, but some of these gums are just so stuck. It's like really, really bad. Mark Clayton, 1,000-Yard Club. Kevin Butler, Phil Freeman, Mike Harden, Philip Epps, another Dan Hampton, Pat Ryan, Breeden, Schultz, Hand, McNeil, Allen, followed by Walter Payton. That's a good-looking card. Pretty well-centered Walter Payton. No ink stains on that one. Look at that career. Look at all those 1,000-yard seasons. Unreal. 106 touchdowns. What a player. He was awesome. He was fun to watch, and he was also really cool. Like, when you saw him, you're just like, man, that guy's cool. He wore the sweatband. He had the Ruse shoes or cleats. And I just remember thinking, man, that guy is like the epitome of cool back in the 80s. Well, we got a Dickerson. Always like getting Dickerson with the Rams cards. Harry Hamilton, Sammy Winder, Chip Banks, Redskins, Bill Moss, Tony Coleman, Dennis Hara, another Ozzie Newsome, Gary Fensick, Frank Minifield, Mark Lee, Ross Browner. Still like to get a. Looks like we got about 6 packs left, and I would like to pull Marino, Montana, Rice. Those are the 3, and a Cunningham rookie card. We got a lot of repeats, so it's like kind of almost disappointing in a way that we got all these Jim Kelly rookies and Herschel Walker rookies, but we didn't get any other stuff like the other ones I just mentioned. Jim McMahon, love Jim McMahon. Ozzie Newsome, Lance Meal, Kurt Warner. We only got one of the Elway right here. Only got one of those so far. A lot of repeats in this box, man. Just the collations are just so much of the same crap over and over. So, buyer beware. I mean, these boxes sell for over $200 a box at this point. I mean, this used to be like a $30, $40 box a few years back before cards got popular again, and not anymore. So you never know what you're going to get when you buy these things. That's the point. You might get 5 Jim Kelly rookie cards, and that's it. We got 3. Eric Dickerson, we got a bunch of those. Oh, look at that. Well, there's number 4. We'll take it. I'll take it. That's another one that's pretty well centered. Boom. See, look, he was on the Houston USFL. I think they were called the Renegades, Houston Renegades. That's ringing a bell, maybe. Well, there's 4 Jim Kelly rookie cards in this box so far. We didn't get any Randall Cunninghams. We didn't get any Jerry Rice base card or Joe Montana base card or Dan Marino base card. So one thing I didn't show you was the box bottom, which I love on these things. This one's got a pretty cool one. It has John Elway and Ronnie Lott are 2 of the 4 guys on the bottom. This one's in really good shape too. So at some point I'll probably cut those open or cut those out, and especially the Elway. All right, Altoon, Joe Cribbs, William Andrews. Come on, let's get something good here. Another Herschel Walker, man. Like I said, this box was tons of these Herschel Walkers, tons of the Doug Flutie, and a bunch of the Jim Kellys, and none of the Jerry Rice, no John Montana, and no Marino, and no Randall Cunningham rookies. So we're down to 3 packs left, and maybe we'll get them out of these last 3. Who knows? James Brooks, Gary Hogeboom, Kevin Butler, Michael Downs. I don't think we've gotten a Pepper Johnson yet. We definitely got Dan Hampton. A lot of repeats, man. Oh, there we go. There's our first Tony Dorsett. I always forget that that's not just Walter Payton's last year, but this is Tony Dorsett's last base card too, I believe. I don't think he's got an 88 base card. I could be wrong about that. And Hall of Famer Joe Klecko, the pride of Chester, Pennsylvania. Boom. I was right about that. Chester, Pennsylvania. I think he went to school with my uncle at, what was the name of that school? St. James. It was, it's not, I don't think it's there anymore, but any old guy you ever meet from Chester went to St. James, it seems like. At least that's when I was growing up. That's how it was. And my Uncle Jim went there, and I think he knew, or he was in the similar age bracket of Klecko. He used to talk about him a lot. Oh, there we go. There's a Marino. It's not the one we wanted. It's not his base card, but nonetheless, Dan the Man. Nice record breaker. I'll take it. One more pack to go after this. This has been a good rip. I always enjoy these old 80s footballs. They're super nostalgic for me. This is like the wheelhouse of when I was a child opening up packs. Altoon, William Perry, and Gary James. We'll set these two aside since I consider them semi-stars. All right, last pack here. Before I open this last one, I'll show you this box bottom here. Very cool box bottom. Bavaro, Christensen. And this is pretty clean. I mean, there's a little ink there. Dickerson. I thought it was Ronnie Lott. It's Dickerson, even better. This box was in nice shape. Had that silly black mark on it, but otherwise in good shape. All right, looks like the last card it's going to ruin is this checklist. At least that wasn't a good card. All right. Hope for something good. Charlie Joyner, Drew Hill, Pat Leahy, Bill Bates. All right. Tony Dorsett. We'll take another one of those. He looks angry there, or kind of like confused, perhaps. Checklist. Gary Clark. Oh, there we go. Clean Darryl Green since the other one got ruined. Topps All Pro, one of the fastest guys to ever play in the NFL. If you've never heard of Darryl Green because you were too young, perhaps you should look him up. He was a stud corner from back in the day, and he's definitely in the Hall of Fame. Finished last one, Charlie Brown. All right, well, let's just go over these real quick. First of all, here's the stack of all the, stars and whatnot that we got. Pretty healthy stack there. We got this nice John Elway here. Always love getting Elway cards. We got that Rice. And we got this Jim Kelly here. Walter Payton. And then we got 3 more Jim Kelly rookie cards out of this box. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That is pretty darn impressive. Kind of a weird box, but then again, that's why I'm ripping these, because you never know what you're going to get. And I'm not going to hang on this box forever. I mean, what's it going to go up another $100 in 10 years? I mean, who knows? But it's way more fun to rip it. I'm going to put these 4 rookie cards here into these packs of cards here. Our repack product. You can find them at classicwaxsportscards.com. And give us a try. Give us a check. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Classic Wax Sports Cards. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.